Welcome and welcome back, dear Tarot Pals. If this is the first time you've just found me through an algorithm search, I welcome you to my growing Tarot Pal community. I post 2 to 3 videos every week. There is a playlist called Timeless Pick a Card Readings. If you enjoy watching tarot readings, you will find that playlist pretty interesting, hopefully. I'm also on Instagram, wherein I post daily tarot and oracle content and some rituals as well. So I invite you to join me on my Instagram account as well. Like every video and like every day, thank you so much, all of you, for the lovely comments, the amazing support, and everybody who's been a part of this Tarot Pal community. I love you, and I'm truly, genuinely grateful for your time and your faith on these readings. What are we doing today? We're going to look at who is keeping an eye on you, what are their intentions, and if there's an additional guidance that comes through for you. Now, please remember that there could be multiple people, multiple energies, divine beings who keep an eye on you. So we're just trying to connect and understand who's keeping an eye on you, why are they keeping an eye on you, and take what resonates, leave the rest. Every message is not going to be for you, and of course you may feel drawn to more than one pile. So for our pick a card, I'm going to use this oracle deck today, and we're going to make 3 piles, and we're going to place some crystals for you to pick from in case that's the way you like to pick your deck. Okay, so for pile 1, who is keeping an eye on you and why? Thank you, Spirit. For pile 1, okay, looks like this one wants to come out. Garden, the number 15. Something lovely will grow from this. That's your first pile, or your first option. For pile 2, who is keeping an eye on you and what are their intentions? For pile 2, who is keeping an eye on you and what are their intentions? We have 30, Castle. It's time for healing, not war. Okay. And last but not least, pile 3. Who is keeping an eye on you and what are their intentions? Who is keeping an eye on you? Okay. I think we saw one flip, right? Okay, it was this one. So we'll take this. Be honest with yourself, the number 17. Okay, that is your 3 different pile options. If you like to pick with a crystal, let me quickly pop one for you. So pile 1, I have a citrine for you. Goes with the color scheme, yeah. So that's pile 1, citrine, garden. Pile 2, I have a little amazonite for you. Okay. And pile 3, a clear quartz for you. Okay. I love how it's actually come out in same sync. Clear quartz is something to do with honesty. This is about abundance, and this is of course about luck, prosperity, and healing. So wow, I actually kept 3 crystals that kind of worked out with the cards. You can pause the video, take a little longer if you need to make your selection. If your intuition guides you to more than one pile, listen to it. There will be messages for you in both, perhaps. I will see you in your pile. Hello and welcome to those of you who picked this beautiful citrine. This is a wonderful stone for overall healing, but especially for your solar plexus, okay? Your inner power, your abundance, money issues. This is a wonderful crystal for that. We will look into this card in a bit. I first want to use the astrology cards to kind of tune into. In fact, you know what? No. My first pile is always a pile where I'm deciding which flow I want to go with. So first, I'm going to pull out some cards to understand your current energy. The person who's watching this reading, what are they? Okay, I think this camera angle is better, right? Sorry, I paused it to fix the camera. Okay, so what are you like? What is your current energy like? So that this gives you a little clarity if you've picked the right pile, right? And then we'll move towards who's keeping an eye on you and what is going on. Like I said, it's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't miss out on the detailed pick a card readings in the description box below. And of course, I invite you again to join me on my Instagram account. If you haven't yet hit subscribe, first do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. All right, who is pile 1? Who am I reading for today? What is your current energy like? What's going on here? So pile 1, I want to take 3 cards to understand your energy and things that may tell us if this is really your pile. Okay, we have underlying energy 6 of Pentacles. Wow, actually wanted 3, but there are 4. We'll take all 4. Queen of Wands, wonderful. the Death card, the Knight of Wands, already two very strong wand energies here, and the Hanged Man. Interesting. Okay. So who's pile 1? Let me first give you some zodiac signs. If I do not say your zodiac sign, does not mean this reading is not for you. Also understand the zodiac sign means it's the energy that you may be embodying right now, right? All of us have all 12 signs in our different placements. So what I see here as zodiac signs is definitely Scorpio, Pisces, and the fire signs, which is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, okay? Those energies are very much strongly present in this reading. Currently, for this pile, there's a mix of energy that you go through, perhaps a surge of high and low, often that you feel. There are pretty much 15% of the day that you're feeling stuck, that you're feeling things are not going under your control. You already know that there has to be a shift that is needed because where you are is clearly not working out for you, okay? This could be financially where you are, this could be emotionally where you are, this could be about your relationships, this could be about the spiritual journey that you've had so far. There is a change with these two coming together, right? Change is what you seek, and change is also what you're constantly undergoing right now. It almost feels like as if every time you decide, this is what I'm going after, this is what is happening, there seems to be a death of it, not in the literal sense, but seems to be like as if there's a transformation in that energy, and you are being asked to constantly shift your perspective. You're going through that time in life wherein every time you feel like you know what it is, things change, things move. And it's not because universe is trying to be a sadistic to you. It's because that's how our character will evolve. That's how we see different aspects to many things in life, right? Truth is not black and white, and you're currently experiencing that in life, that nothing is just that simple. It's not yes or no. Life is happening in the grays. There are a lot of things I need to understand, I need to learn, I need to shift. Your rigidity is being questioned at this current phase of life. Your certain value systems that you've often held on to and believed to be yourself. Do you see this progression here, right? 12 and 13, there's a progression happening from this stuck energy, from this desire to control how life runs, to moving towards understanding that transformation and cycles are a part of life and there's no running away from this, okay? Some of you may be seeing the angel numbers 12, 12, 13, 13, some combinations for you as well, okay? Now, while that is also happening simultaneously, you are very passionate, you're very fiery by nature, okay? And this doesn't mean that all of you have to be extroverts. Even introverts can be passionate and fiery because they know what they want to go after. It is about an energy that is seeking something, that has a lot of desires, okay? What I'm trying to say is this pile has a lot of desires, a lot of dreams, a lot of hopes. And somewhere, you're not a quitter. You will not let go of what you want until you get it, which is a wonderful, wonderful trait. You have that resilience. You have that inner power. We've picked citrine, remember, the color yellow. And look at the reds and the yellows of this at play. You may not always get to win every battle, but you know that you will win the war. And this is a wonderful energy playing out for you. Very confident, very bold, a go-getter, a very active masculine energy, even though there's the Queen of Wands with the Knight of Wands adding up. You will not hold your tongue back. This is a personality which will say things as it is, because I'm not going to sugarcoat things for you, okay? And you've been often received pretty well, okay? While there might be certain situations wherein you ruffle feathers, people appreciate your true honesty. You're a very straightforward soul. That's the energy that I get. And other people appreciate that about you, that you do not try to paint a false picture for anybody. There are your desires and your higher spirits which calls up to you. I strongly have that Phoenix rising energy here with all that orange and that death card here. Maybe Phoenix is a tattoo that you've been thinking about. Maybe Phoenix is a bird that you associate with. Something to do with the energy of the Phoenix, okay? And of course the dragons, which are very clearly evident in this reading. You may be actually a Chinese dragon as well, a Chinese zodiac animal of dragon, right? With these two energies playing with those two, it's important for you to understand there's a difference between having no desire to be controlled and then hence trying to control life versus trying to go in an uphill journey, okay? And I think that's the phase you're going through right now. With that said, now let's dive into who is keeping an eye on you and what is the intention. I hope that give you some clarity at the very beginning of the reading, if this is sounding like your life, if this is sounding like your personality as you watch this reading, right? All right, I want to first look at who is keeping an eye on you, and then we'll move towards intentions. Oops, something flipped off. What? Okay, I have 3 cards that have fallen together, so we'll take all 3. So we have Venus, okay. We have 7th house, wow. And we have the Sun, okay. For some of you, your Sun literally could be placed in the 7th house. For some of you, your Venus could be in the 7th house. If you know astrology, these things will make sense to you. There is a video that I've posted a long time ago, a tutorial. Wow, your underlying energy is Chiron. Okay. Walking you through how do you see your birth chart, right? So if those are certain placements that are currently making sense, some of you are going through your Venus Mahadasha, some of you are going through your Sun Mahadasha. Now, who's keeping an eye on you? This is a person for many of you. Now, there are multiple people. If you've skipped the introduction, I'll just give you. We are looking at anybody who may be keeping an eye on you, and this is not restricted to certain aspects of life, right? These could be even otherworldly beings who are supporting you in your journey right now, okay? The first message that I get for you guys who's keeping an eye on you is somebody whom you perhaps have a very strong, close one-on-one relationship or partnership with, okay? Most probably at this present moment. This is not a past relationship. This is a present situation wherein this could be your boss, this could be your direct employee, this could be your direct reportees, this could be your best friend, this could be your roommate, this could be your partner, your lover, your spouse, okay, somebody you're in a live-in with. These are the relationships. Anybody whom you come into close contact to collaborate, to have a daily connect with, is ruled by your 7th house. Somebody who has strong partnership abilities for you, for your business, your family, and your romantic life, okay? Because I have the Sun and the Venus, which are both very, very positive cards, which are very, very both positive aspects of life, this person is keeping an eye on you because they ascend. The Sun is our soul, okay? The Sun is our, there's a concept in spirituality, in astrology called the Atma Karka, and Sun is the Atma Karka, right? And this other person may even have their Sun and their Venus placement very strongly prominent, okay? Perhaps a Libra personality, because we do have 7th house Sun. This could also be a Taurus who is, again, ruled by Venus. This could also be a Leo who's keeping an eye on you. Certain zodiac signs to, kind of narrow it down for you. But of course, if that's not the zodiac, you don't have to. These are just additional confirmations that I give you. You don't have to fixate on it, okay? The person who's keeping an eye on you, the intention here, the purpose for them, now sometimes they may be aware of it, sometimes they may not be aware of it, is to ascend your soul, is to take your soul to a higher place, for you to make better partnerships with yourself, for you to have more beauty. How do you see yourself? Do you understand that you're beautiful? Do you shed light on the fact that you deserve money, you deserve success, you deserve appreciation? Venus is all about beauty, luxury, money, financial abundance, a certain amount of beauty that comes from inside out, okay? And Sun is your spiritual life, is your journey, is your father, right? This person could also be, of course, literally your father, who keeps an eye on you and keeps an eye on the kind of people you're being partners with. With the 3 positive cards here, so far it doesn't seem like the intentions are at all bad. We're going to dive into what are they intending to do. If it is a romantic partner, they may be keeping an eye on you to understand what motivates you. How beautiful do you believe you are? Because if it's a romantic partner, for them, clearly, there is a strong significance, because both Leo and Libra are very aesthetics, okay? They're very finesse, charisma, these things really matter to these zodiac signs, right? So they're keeping an eye on you to understand if it's a romantic partner that you're thinking about, or if it's a romantic partner that's coming through. They want to kind of understand how you put yourself out in the world, okay? What are their intentions, Spirit? What are the intentions? We take one more card. What are the intentions of the person who's keeping an eye on pile 1? Wow, we have another Queen of Wands here. A very complementary energy, okay? That's what I'm seeing. Do you see the black cat here as well? And on this deck, not every card has a cat, by the way, okay? Very few have a cat. She has a cat here, and this one has a cat as well. Perhaps a cat lover, okay? A very strong cat lover, somebody who's surrounded by cats, somebody who can, cats are also intuition, okay? Somebody who's very psychic, very bold, very confident. That's again another complimentary message coming up, because we had the Queen of Wands in your energy as well. Our sister, a mother. Wow! We have the King of Wands showing up for you. Of course, this could be a romantic interest of the opposite gender as well. With again that Leo confirmation coming out strongly. The Tower, that Scorpio energy is again present. And the 3 of Wands. Okay. For very few of you, this person could be keeping an eye at you on a social media platform because they are at a long distance, perhaps at a very far off land, like literally across borders, okay? What are their intentions? They clearly, okay, Tower is one of my favorite positive cards. It's a breakthrough, okay? Do you see the butterflies? Do you see that transformation again? Remember we said that spirit is taking you through certain transformations. The person who keeps an eye on you is getting you ready. This is the card of I am ready to set sail. I'm ready to be the king that I deserve to be. I'm ready to come into union with my divine counterpart, right? The person who keeps an eye on you is your doorway to becoming the perfect match for this King of Wands. Or if it's the King of Wands themselves keeping an eye on you, the intention is to make you ready, to be ready, to support you in your journey, to help you break through anything that no longer works for you, to shed light. We have the sun, we have the Tower. It is literally lightning falling, breaking down things that no longer work, and help you ascend to the next. So this, for some of you, this could even be a mentor who has perhaps a very strict mentor, a strict teacher. For some of you, it could be, because that's again 7th house, right? You engage with your teacher every day and they teach you something. Well, of course, that's also 9th house energy coming up. It's not always that they have sweet words for you, but with the Tower, with the King of Wands and that Queen of Wands energy playing out, clearly, this person wants to help you transcend. They want to see you transform. They're desperate for you to go through that spiritual awakening so that you can get to a better place, especially related to your beauty, your love life, and your money. Okay, the intentions of this file is clearly good intentions. We have only positive cards so far shown up. I mean, there are technically no negative cards, but you get the drill, right? There's a very complementary energy. Your strengths are not their strengths, and their strengths are not your strengths, and that's why you guys are in each other's lives, okay? Again, sun is our soul's purpose. So with the 3 of Wands, they keep an eye on you because they watch you get ready for what you're meant to do, okay? Sometimes maybe you don't think that you deserve certain things, but this is the kind of a personality who will tell you, you know what, I don't think you should settle for this. I don't think it's okay to shrink yourself to this, and they will call you out when you get into that rigid space, okay? Because a very spiritual person as well, perhaps, because sun, of course, is again spirituality, our spiritual sun, but more than spirituality, it's more got to do with confidence. It's got to do with self-worth. They keep an eye on you as a friend or a romantic partner or a boss or a mentor in whatever roles they're playing out. And this could be more than one of these, right? It could be many of these people coming together. The intention is the same, okay? Wow. 2 cards flew out, so I'm going to pick them up. See, it's not an easy journey for you to be around this person sometimes. That's also true. Okay, it's not an easy relationship because they challenge your core wounds at certain cases. Again, with this spirituality and this journey showing up, perhaps a person who's asked you to question deep, there's so much of water energy here, and this journey is often called towards a pilgrimage, okay? Somebody who's motivated you to find your own truth. This could be literally a spiritual guru whom you work with, or whom who's played an important role in you. We had these 2 that flew out, so I'm going to take this. The Priestess again, which brings me back to that Scorpio energy. Very, very psychic. Somebody who will tell you before things unfold for you, maybe hence a spiritual guru, that this is how it's going to work. Do you see the journey of this take a break? This card and this card. It seems like as if it's the same woman at different poses. This is more into the journey, and this is just the starting of it. Whoever's keeping an eye on you, this could be literally your spirit guides as well. The intention here is to help you come into your own power, to lead. Because Queen of Wands, King of Wands is a very leadership energy. They are helping you become better leaders, okay? But through all of this, they want you to be patient with yourself, because 3 of Wands is also an energy that says while you're ready, there's still patience needed. The ships are not in, the ships are coming in, okay? And because the ships are coming in, you got to have that patience. Sometimes this is the person in your life who, well, you sometimes run out of patience, you get frustrated. This is the person who will tell you, you know what, you're just rushing yourself. You got to be more patient. You got to have more faith. A very, very faith-driven person, a very, very psychic, intuitive, spiritual person is keeping an eye on you. And congratulations to you guys, because this is definitely, I mean, your first card itself was very positive. Something's growing through this journey. Something's growing through what they bring to you, okay? If you know who this person is and this person already exists in your life, I want you to start asking yourself and start journaling things like, what are the things that we've kind of build together, or where is this person trying to take me? What is their vision of me? And do I believe, if I don't believe that I can be that person, what are the fears that hold me back from being this person that they see me to be? Sometimes our friends, our family, our lovers will tell us, you're beautiful, you're amazing, you're successful, you're this, you're that. And then, while we say, yeah, thanks, nice, that's cute, we don't really believe it. There's a part of us that doesn't believe it. We just think that, they're just being nice to me because they love me, or they just want to be inspiring to me. But in your case, they really believe it, but you don't believe it. So start asking yourself, why am I not believing this? This person it will be great if you know who this person is. Take a pilgrimage with them, okay? Go to a spiritual place, travel together to a spiritual place, and both of you will benefit tremendously in your spiritual journey, in your ascension, because that's, again, a message coming up. Traveling together will be tremendously helpful. This may be also somebody whom you often have traveled with, or you have traveled with in the past, okay? Because travel is also coming in. You may have met this person during a travel as well, and they keep an eye on you. They keep a check on you. A very, very positive energy, okay? I'm going to wrap this up with some self-care cards, trying to understand how can you connect better, okay, with this person, because this is a positive energy. I'm going to use this oracle at different places in different ways for each pile, depending upon what shows up. But because for you, it's pretty much all good. Let's see, how can you build this bond better? How can you go ahead and receive, the blessings that these kind of people who you have in your life brings into your life. Okay, if you've liked this reading, if this has resonated, if you know who I've talked about, hit that like button. I hope you've already hit subscribe, and leave me a little sun emoji below. It'll tell me that you've reached this part of this reading. It'll tell other people which pile you picked. A little bit of a confirmation of building a community and knowing who all are living the similar lives like us, right? It's a small community, we're growing, and I think that's a wonderful feeling to know, hey, other people are also living through similar things like me, okay? How do we connect better, and how do we receive is what we are asking. I'm going to take one more card. Oops, we've slipped to alone time, read. Okay, perhaps this person is somebody who's a reader or inspires you to read. Also somebody who makes you comfortable being in your own space, keeps telling you to be okay with who you are, be okay with wherever you are. Somebody who's very self-sufficient and inspires you to be so. Drink more water, work with water meditations. We, again, confirmation of that water showing up. Health checkup, somebody who inspires you to be healthy. Okay, if you're asking who's keeping an eye on you, and the positive messages that we got, somebody who will not hold you back when you say, from tomorrow I want to go on a diet, from tomorrow I'm not going to do this, from today I'm going to go. And so this is a person who will motivate you to do things that are good for your body, to do things which make you feel complete. Okay, this person wants you to be complete in who you are, and hence I've given you some journal prompts to think about. What makes you think that you're not the person that they keep telling you that you are? Okay, I hope this was inspiring for you to know. I hope this gave you some confirmations about who is keeping an eye on you and what are their intentions. What a wonderful, strong pile. I wish you guys nothing but the best. Thank you again for allowing me to read for you. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome, my dear pile 2s, and if you've picked this Amazonite, this talks about heart chakra, this talks about good luck, it talks about good fortune, okay? So somewhere, of course, this is the healing card that you've also picked, because it is talking about, this is not time for war. Hold on, my throat's dry. Which brings me to tell you, maybe you need more hydration. That's another way of healing coming out. Okay, so if you skip the introduction, we're going to look at who is keeping an eye on you, and I'm keeping this pretty open. This could be your guardian angels, this could be, of course, who they do keep an eye on you. This could be relatives, friends, family, romantic interest, anybody, and the intentions could be both positive or negative. We will see what comes out for you, okay? The first part of this reading, I just want to give you guys a little bit of hints about who am I reading for, so that you can connect to this energy and see if that sounds like you, okay? Of course, you may have been drawn to more than one pile. Listen to more piles if that's what you feel you were drawn to. If you're not yet a part of the Instagram community, I invite you to join me there. And if you'd like a personal reading, send me a DM on my Instagram, or there's an email address in the description box below, okay? And I hope by now you've hit the subscribe button. All right. Who am I reading for? My pile 2s. What is your current energy? What's going on? Let's see. What energy do we get? A check for you. How many cards did we have? That's 3. I guess we're good to go. Okay. Your underlying energy is the 7 of Swords. Oh my God. Something's clearly on with this pile. The Queen of Pentacles. The Hermit. the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. Who am I reading for? So I'm going to give you some zodiac signs first. If I do not say your zodiac sign, does not mean that this reading is not for you. Also understand that it does not have to be your sun sign. It is the energy, the personality that you're embodying currently. All of us have all different zodiac signs placed in our 12 different houses, right? So maybe that's the energy, that's the focus that you're at. Very strong earth energy, guys. So we have Virgo with the Hermit most strongly present. We have also the Taurus and Capricorn, okay? Now, when I'm looking at who you are or what's going on in your life, first of all, you're clearly a pile which is focused on two things. Number one, solitude, your own wisdom, learning lessons from the past, building a legacy, building your money, building house, building very, very focused on your career. You're trying to understand your place in the world. Okay, you're trying to give your family, especially your parents, a great life. You're perhaps also somebody who's very connected to nature, who's very connected to organic farming, sustainability, plants, animals. These things are aspects of life that you really care about, that you really want to invest enough time in, that you want to grow life around, okay? And that's the kind of energy we have. This is also the Queen of Pentacles, who's very practical, very grounded, very logical. She does not, loves to share her abundance. She will be a generous queen. She gives wise advice, but she first makes sure that her own garden is very, very abundant. So you're focused as a person right now to build your own financial, spiritual, abundance and prosperity. Okay, wealth means different things to different people. Some of you could literally be students who are going through the phase of understanding how your career is going to play out. Some of you are also exploring traveling, okay, going out to mountain places. Solo travel may be on your mind, and if it is, take this as a big confirmation. Go for it. Okay, there is a certain amount of wisdom that you always have felt within you, around you. You've always felt certain kind of a protection around you, especially from a grandfather figure or from somebody who's an active masculine in your life, whose energy is often felt for you. Okay, maybe your spirit guides, some of them are very strong active masculine energies, and you've always felt their wisdom, their spirit around you. Okay, give me 1 second. I do not want us to get a phone call in between a reading. So let me quickly put this on airplane. Okay. As an energy, this also tells me that some of you may have withdrawn your energy from a lot of people in your life. Okay, maybe you've had some breakouts, because we do have the Seven of Swords. You've heard some lies, you've gone through some deceit, and you've withdrawn yourself from people who no longer serve you, perhaps around the age of 30, if that's a relevant number for you, wherever you are. And you want to give yourself the time, you want to give yourself the solitude, the patience to heal, which is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Very, very grounded energy for this pile, okay? You know where you're going, and that's a wonderful thing. You know that you need to focus on your own cup first. You need to build yourself first. And wow, okay, that's another card of earth sign. Yep, and very strong earthy energy showing up for you, okay? Now, in the next part of the reading, let us look at who's keeping an eye on you and what are their intentions. So first, we're going to look at some astrology cards and see who shows up as people who are keeping an eye on you. Who's keeping an eye on pile 2? And who is keeping an eye on pile 2? Who's keeping an eye on pile 2? I'm going to go with this. We have Sagittarius. Who's keeping an eye on pile 2? We have the second house. Wow, money is clearly. Finances, wealth, assets are playing a tremendously important role in your life. Okay, who's keeping an eye on pile 2? I want a planet card for you guys. Here we go. The Vesta. Wow. Pile 1 had Sun, which is our life, and pile 2 has spiritual Sun, which is Vesta. Okay. Very spiritual energy in this pile as well, with Sagittarius, which is the 9th house of higher learning, spirituality, traveling. Like I said, that first card energy. This may be a person you have met during your travels. Sometimes it may not be physical travel. Wow, the underlying energy is Jupiter. Somebody who could also be your teacher, your mentor, someone you've learned a lot from. And this does not always have to be teachers or mentors or leaders, right? We can learn from anybody. It could be a travel. It could be somebody who's. Okay, for this pile, it's a very funny energy. For some of you, they're not consciously keeping an eye on you. It's just their higher self that is connected to your higher self. Because, and this is the person that I'm talking about, I literally have a vision that it was a very fleeting, short crossing paths during a travel. Okay, whoever's keeping an eye on you, and not even them, okay, they don't think about you. It's their higher self, which kind of almost partners with your higher self and keeps an eye on you on your spiritual journey. Okay, I mean, I know it's a very specific message and may not resonate for all of you, but if you know, if there's somebody who came into your mind when I said that during your travel, then that spirit guide is surely following you around and surely keeping an eye on you. This person, of course, with the Sagittarius and the 9th house showing up, apart from travel, could also be somebody who's very ambitious. Okay, it's the hunter. He wants to conquer. He wants to, very wild, unpredictable, loves to explore, does not, values freedom more than anything else in life, and would not settle down for less of anything. Okay, a very expansive energy, a very demanding energy when it comes to what they want from life, and have, of course, attained a certain amount of success. This is a successful person who's achieved wealth, who's achieved recognition, who has perhaps a very good control of their finances. Okay, it's basically not a poor person. All right, with Vesta showing up somewhere, it feels as if this person's intention or this person's energy is not to be a part of your life in this lifetime, but more to be a angel in the 5D for you, okay, or to help you, and angels are not always just good beings giving us good vibes. Sometimes angels also put us through tough lessons, okay, put us through things which question our dignity, things which question our self-respect. So somewhere this could be a very triggering relationship that you may have with this person as well, and you need to understand that that's the role they're here to play. Their role is to make you question your identity, your self-worth to a certain extent, ask you to make more money. This person may have actually for very few of you, you would know, because I'm giving you all the messages that may have shown up, right? There could have been a money conversation with them, which may have triggered you, which may have made you feel like, you know what, I need to do better in life, and that awakened you to be more focused on your career and your goals. This could be a spiritual conversation with them, which made you question certain aspects of, okay, then who am I? Where am I going with this? And they make you think these existential questions. I hope I'm able to make sense, right? I strongly feel for this pile, this is not somebody you're currently, this is not somebody you speak with, or this is not somebody who's your friend, or for most of you, that's the energy it feels. For some of you, it could be, of course, somebody related to your workspace, a teacher who's often triggering, but very, very wise, and gives you the right kind of thought-provoking ideas, okay, which make you question, and then there's not somebody who's going to hand-hold you as a teacher, but they will give you the tidbits of where you need to go, and you will have to pick up, whatever triggers they gave you. Okay, there's a lot of healing work that's coming in with the presence of this energy in your life, but this energy seems to be more in the 5D. You guys are connected as spirit guides. Your spirit guides are connected to theirs, and I don't think they realize the impact that they hold in your life, or that this is what's going on through them. Okay, let's see their intentions. The Knight of Cups. What are their intentions? The Chariot. Again, that travel energy is very, very strong here. And the Queen of Wands. Wow. If you were drawn to pile 1, there may be a message for you, or there may be another person who's keeping an eye on you, which you need to watch in pile 1. Okay, so that's an important message I want to give you. The underlying energy here is death and rebirth. Yeah, past life relationships. This feels like a very fated person in your life, and you may be trying to give it a romantic flavor. Okay, you may have painted them to be this those crushes we have sometimes on the internet, which kind of feel great to look at, and or something like that, who are very rosy, very charismatic, but in reality it's not really playing out the same way. It seems like that, and that's the person who's keeping an eye on you. At least in the 5D they may be doing that even in the 3D. But the intention of this person is, while they sometimes feel like they want to move towards you with a romantic offer. This could be literally somebody coming towards you with a romantic offer. But for most of you, that's like for 10 to 20% of the people. The person who's keeping an eye on you is here again. This is the yin and yang energy, okay? This is the black and white. Their intention is to make you become a more balanced person, to accept your own, to make you come into the power. That is their intention. That is their purpose in existing in your life. Through this person's triggers, through the questions that they make you ask, you will get, it's literally getting grip over your life, right? Chariot is get the reins in your hands. You become the Queen of Wands, and there may be certain things that you appreciate in them as a person, as a quality. You know what? Look at them. They're so sorted. They have so much, we talked about the Sagittarius energy, right? They're so good with money. This person inspires you to have better grip over various aspects of life. If you're too emotional, then they help you balance and be more practical. Looking at them, being around them inspires you to be this person. If you're very practical, they may open your heart out to your emotional healing, right? So the intention of this person, while sometimes they may confuse you with a to and fro of a love offer, or to and fro of, they're just flirting around, the purpose or the intention is not romantic eventually. The purpose and the intention here is for you to come into this divine balance of your active feminine and your active masculine energy, for you to recognize your own power. That is their intention. Whether they consciously realize that or not, that is the role that they're constantly playing in your life, okay? This could be a water sign, by the way, who's keeping an eye on you. Strongly Cancer energy as well. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They trigger you to an extent that, these are those karmic relationships which make us question why do they have to be here to a certain extent, and yet their presence is to get us to our spiritual sun, okay, to make us help you build more wealth. I don't know if you've ever had certain relationships or certain friendships wherein it didn't end well, but the journey made you more clear about who you are and where you want to go and what you are supposed to be. And even though the experience was not the best in life, it was perhaps a negative experience, but it gave you more clarity about yourself and your power and your financial goals, okay? If you've had those kind of relationships, that's the kind of person we are channeling into as to who's keeping an eye on you, okay? I don't know whether I said that already or not. This is a person who's helping you have better self-worth. This is a pile that perhaps to a certain extent has struggled with self-worth. And that healing is being triggered through this person, okay? I don't think, again, like I said, I don't think you guys speak to each other a lot. I think even for many of you, it could have been just a fleeting traveling experience and then you're done. But your 5D connection continues to stay strong, okay? And that person's off and on, maybe you may see them in your dreams. You may have certain recollections of conversations that you've had with this person. And it kind of keeps your fire going, okay? Who's keeping an eye on you? Wow. Did I say that they trigger you or what? I love it when one pile confirms this is a very triggering relationship, a very karmic connection, and it's meant to heal you from your own wounds, okay? That's a very, very confirmative energy of what I just shared with you so far. Trust the Ningle. What is it trying to tell you? If this is a person who's off and on in your life, okay, that Knight of Cups is often a fleeting, unreliable romantic energy, and they might be very mushy and romantic, you've always sensed that this is not really going anywhere. This is not the person who I'm going to land up with. There's not a very stable connection. Then you need to trust yourself and stop wasting your time around this. Don't try to make things happen or push them when you've always known that it's not going to work out, okay? And take it easy with life, okay? Somebody who may have actually danced around with, this card somehow just made me think of that. Someone who actually makes you feel very moody, by the way. I always look at the moon card, very clearly in this. If you feel very stuck, if you feel like on a loop, you keep going through this triggering equation, don't go into a war. Don't try to go against the flow. Instead, drop it. Literally just drop it. Think about something else. Focus your energy somewhere else, which is why I loved how at the very beginning we had the hermit energy. I think you know it, that with time, with healing, with your own patience, you're going to get over this, and this person's energy will no longer trouble you as much as it perhaps does. Once the healing is completed, you guys can go your own ways, which is again the Chariot card. In many cards, in many decks, it's shown as, this way or that way. It's about making a decision and then going their own ways, right? So you have to be patient with this healing energy. Is this energy positive or negative? I don't want to label it. Is this energy easy? No. Okay, it's a very triggering relationship, which is what I've been using as a word. Sorry. Okay, some of you may have had sexual thoughts about this person, and you may have exchanged certain conversations, which, it's YouTube, so I'm kind of keeping it simple, but I hope you know what I'm trying to say, right? There may have been conversations related to pleasure, between the two of you, okay? And physical pleasure is what I'm talking about, of course. I want to look at, because that just card came out as an additional energy, how can you heal yourself? Because this, you've literally picked a card that has talked all about healing, and this person's energy is about healing. Sync with the moon. I told you moon is an energy. You need to have, the person's energy here is, again, that I want to remind you about the chariot energy, right? Work with the moon phases and check where your moon is, okay? Transiting through, because you're perhaps a person who's very emotionally charged, okay? And how you heal through this is having a better understanding of what you're feeling, acknowledging your feelings, and not allowing your feelings to run your life. Drink tea. Hydration is a message, of course, coming up. Number 3, number 6 could be some relevant dates or months for you. And how can we heal from this triggering energy, Spirit? Spend time with animals, okay? I think in the Hermit card, we did talk about this as well, right? See, the owl there is again present, okay? Being in nature will be tremendously healing for you, okay? You'll learn a lot from the energy of being around animals. I hope if you've loved this reading, you've already hit the like button and you've already hit the subscribe button. It gives you clarity as to, sometimes we intuitively sense somebody's keeping an eye on us and we don't know why we feel like this about the person. That was the intention of doing this reading. If you've enjoyed it, I want you to leave me a moon emoji in the description box below, in the comment section. Other people will know that you've also picked this pile. I wish you nothing but an acceleration in your healing. You can do this. You have the energy to do this. And I think many of you are already a long way into this healing journey. As we speak and as you watch this reading, I wish you best of luck. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome, my dear pile 3s. If you've skipped the introduction, first of all, I invite you to join me on my Instagram account. You will find the handle in the description below. Do not forget to hit subscribe. If you are a returning viewer, we clearly vibe together. So hit subscribe and get notified by hitting on the bell icon. You've picked the clear quartz, which of course talks to me about clarity. That is the first message of the clear quartz. This is a master healer stone. This is a wonderful stone for those of you who deal with overthinking issues. This is also a overall stone, right? Which means you can use it for all your 7 chakras, and it works wonderfully because you've also picked the flower card here. And honesty. Somewhere speaking up for yourself and being honest to yourself is clearly what you are being drawn towards. What we are going to do first is I'm going to pull some cards to understand who I'm reading for, right? If this energy sounds like you, what's going on in your life and what's happening with you. Then we'll move on to understand who's keeping an eye on you. And of course, if you skip the introduction, let me tell you again, this is not just romantic or limited to an X kind of relationships. I'm keeping it pretty open. So whoever's keeping an eye on you, whatever their intentions are, what role are they playing, what's the purpose, and what should you be doing, we'll kind of cover all of that, okay? So, hold on, I wasn't ready, so I'm not taking this. We're still shuffling. Who you are. Some of you may have, because I've seen the 2 cards, I'll still give you a message. Some of you may be working on a creative project yourself and building some certain amount of abundance, okay? Your own business or something which was a hobby which has started to pay you money recently, okay? Let's see. Who is pile 3? Who am I reading for pile 3, okay? I have the Knight of Swords. Unstoppable energy here. Wow, the 9 of Pentacles. Oh, and I should have told you this at the very beginning. I know some of you who are on my Instagram account like to know which pile I picked. This is my pile, by the way. Okay. All right. And the underlying energy is the Queen of Swords. Let's talk some zodiac signs first. And if I do not say your zodiac sign, does not mean this reading is not for you. Those are just some additional confirmation messages. Also remember, the zodiac sign means that could be the energy that you're embodying. Clearly, with the Queen of Swords as the underlying energy and the Knight of Swords. Gemini, Aquarius, Pisces. Oh, sorry, I don't know why I said Pisces. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. You could be a Pisces as well. That's why it came out. 9 of Pentacles is, of course, the earthy energy, which is a very strong Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. And we have the fire here as well. So we do have a little bit of a Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. But I strongly feel this is more air and earth than fire. Okay. Who are you right now and what kind of a personality are you? What are you dealing with in life? First of all, you have a lot of clarity already about certain aspects of life, especially related to your financial and your educational academic goals. You're working on something to make yourself self-sufficient. No wonder we saw those 2 cards flip, the 10 of Pentacles and we saw the 10 of Pentacles flip and we didn't take it. But the Page of Cups there was talking about working on something which you're passionate about, which brings you joy, which brings you emotion. Wow, this is not focusing. Hold on. Yeah. Which brings you emotional joy, right? And the Queen of Swords is a very wise, analytical strongly guarded energy. She knows where she's going. She always has access to more than she will ever share with you. And that's the kind of personality that you are. You have many ideas. You're charging ahead for it. Nothing can stop you from achieving the success that you're trying to achieve in life. The Nine of Pentacles is, of course, self-sufficiency, earning. This card, I love how she's chilling and experiencing the joy of everything that she's created. This is literally celebration. This is really a successful completion. Some of you may be actually becoming graduates or becoming, completing a certain phase of your life, and you're very happy with how that has rolled out. You've perhaps very happy with how last year rolled out for you, and you're celebrating something. You are in that positive momentum energy wherein that things are working out for you. Okay, you have a strong support system. You perhaps connect well with animals. You have access to a lot of knowledge. You are readers. You like to explore. You're researchers. You're scientists. You want to know more, and your curiosity is very, very strong. This is the best card of tarot for me, which talks about curiosity. This guy wants to know so much, wants to say so much, wants to read so much, wants to explore so much, and that is the energy that you are embodying right now. Very powerful, positive, self-sufficient, independent, I know where I'm going and I know how I'm going to get there kind of an energy that this pile is tapped into. Okay, we're going to start looking into who is keeping an eye on you first with some astrology cards, and then we'll pull some more tarot to understand more about who's keeping an eye on you. Okay, and let's see who is keeping an eye on pile 3. Who is keeping an eye on pile 3? Some of you may literally be seeing a lot of feathers, okay? Bird feathers, or seeing birds in your dreams. Some additional, okay, we really have wanted this card. This word wants to come out. Taurus could be a strong placement or signifying energy of the person who's keeping an eye on you. Okay, who's keeping an eye on pile 3? Who is keeping an eye on pile 3? Okay, wow, I didn't want to take 2, but we've turned to Mars and Pluto. Wow, what an energy. Okay, perhaps an active masculine, because Taurus is a masculine sign. Mars is or this could be Mars and Taurus, that's a confirmation. Very power driven, because Mars and Pluto are both in their own ways power, okay? And this person cares to be powerful. Somebody you may have actually power struggles with as well. That's another possibility. Take what resonates, okay? Yep, first house. Questioning your identity. I don't know why I felt like turning this. We'll take that. Okay, third house. All right, courage is the message of that. Underlying energy was Sagittarius. Okay. Who is keeping an eye on you? Let's talk about this person a little bit. Clearly, you've met this person, okay? For very few of you, this could be somebody you work with. For others of you, this could be someone whom you have perhaps had those kind of, relationships which started off as bitter. When you first met them, you were like, what is this person like? I don't like them. There's something about them that you don't like, and they don't like it about you. Very opposites attract energy. They keep an eye on you because in their mind, there is a power struggle that they play with you, okay? This could also be somebody who is helping you, because first house is our own identity, okay? This person wants to transform you or gets transformed through your energy. This could play out either way, okay? Because Pluto is transformation. Pluto is consistent change. Pluto is that phoenix rising. And first house is our own identity. They keep an eye on you because your presence has had a very strong, whether they like it or not, okay? It seems like a very mixed energy. It seems like a very bittersweet energy. You've had a powerful impact, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. You've had a powerful impact on their own identity. You've questioned certain things about them, and they keep an eye on you because they like your personality, okay? They may be triggered by your personality. They may have power games with your personality, but they do like your personality. And you've had a strong impact in their life when it comes to driving more ambition in them, because Mars rules our ambition, our sex drive, our the go-getter energy. So this is a person whom you've perhaps inspired, and Taurus is very earthy, okay? Taurus is abundance, money, success, earthy success, right? You've inspired them to be more successful. You've inspired them to have inner power, okay? First house and Pluto. You've asked them to transform yourself, and hence they love to keep an eye on you, okay? I'm going to take out some additional tarot cards, and then we'll talk more about what are their intentions Because this seems like a very confusing energy to me, unlike pile 1 and 2. Okay, it's almost like they like you, but they don't. I'm literally hearing the song. Hold on, I dropped something. Okay, yep, the Knight of Pentacles. Again, very earthy energy showing up here. Taurus and Knight of Pentacles. You've heard that song. Hold on. I hate that I love you, or something like that. That's the song that I'm channeling. Yeah, for some of you, it could be an ex-husband. Okay, I don't understand that message coming in, because it's very, I'm a clairaudient, so sometimes I hear phrases and I don't understand what the phrases means, but it might mean something for you. Okay, red and yellows are some prominent colors here. Also green with the Taurus. Okay, this is a person who has a bad temper. Okay, or this person, you make them angry in some way or other. Okay, you frustrate them, or you make them angry, or they frustrate you and you make them angry. This is a very anger driven situation. Okay, because Taurus Mars is slow to anger, but it's a very bad temper. 3 of Cups. Okay, you may have met at a party or a celebration. This could be somebody from your friend circle as well. Okay, yep, again, you have very strong Scorpio energy here, by the way, with the Tower card again showing up. Something is a breakthrough for them. You've broken away certain delusions, or they break certain delusions about you in life, and that's the intention with which they watch you, okay? For this pile, I strongly recommend keep yourself protected. It's not like they're sending you evil eye, but when somebody has such strong emotions like Pluto and Mars coming out together, this could of course be sexual emotions as well, because Pluto is the house that rules the 8th house, which is all about sexual thoughts, taboos, and Mars is all about, again, sex drive, right? Their intense energy, wow. I'm not taking these cards, but yeah, they feel heartbroken in some way. Through you or by you or for you, and there's been a conflict, okay, between the two of you. There's fighting, clearly. War, Pluto, Mars, those are the energy that have come out for you. You will know who this person perhaps is. Yeah, I hate you that I love you is the message that I'm repeatedly channeling. I'm going to take one more card. What are the intentions, Spirit? Why are they keeping an eye? What do they want? Why are they keeping an eye? Okay, the underlying energy is the King of Cups. Okay, this is a confused personality. The Page of Cups. Look at this transition. Okay, they want to be a certain kind of a person. Okay, that is why they're keeping an eye on you. They don't think they are that person yet. Okay, look at this. He has dreams of love. There's a lot of bubbles in the mind going on. Okay, there's a lot of passion in the heart going on. But they don't think that they're the person right now. Okay, they don't think they're ready for this right now. So hence they just keep an eye from a distance. Okay, they keep an eye out on you when you party. I don't know why that party message is coming out clearly. They keep an eye out on you when where you are, who are you with, what's going on in your life. But they don't want to do anything right now. Okay, it doesn't seem like an energy where somebody's coming forward with an offer or something, because it feels like as if they know that they still have certain transformations to go through, even if they ever have to come back to you and have this cup to offer you. Okay. Yeah, judgment is again another card we see here. They feel there's a harsh sense of judgment between the two of you. Okay, they feel stuck. There's a change in perspective needed, and they've kind of surrendered it to the higher self. Okay, first they need to work on themselves. First they need to work on their heart space. You see, in both cases, the heart space is some of you. This could be literally a far off land. We do have in this card the King of Cups. Sitting near a water body, and it seems like as if he's around boats and ships. But they're very determined. Okay, Taurus is a very determined energy. They're very stubborn by nature, or both of you may be very stubborn, and they know how they will get to what they want to get. But that's the energy that is there right now. Okay, you trigger them, and yet you inspire them. I hope I'm able to, because it is a confusing energy, and I would strongly recommend that you make sure that you keep your keep a clear quartz with you, keep a black tourmaline with you, because I don't think that their intention is bad, but there's a lot of intensity. Pluto is an intense energy, and with that much of fiery energy being directed towards you through whatever way they keep an eye on you. This could be even through a friend circle, by the way, that they keep an eye on you. It of course has a certain impact, right? Even good energy when with extreme intensity can have a certain impact in our lives. Okay, all right, let's see what else comes up. Answer the call. They may want to call you, but they don't. They may want to come out, but they don't. Again, that same energy coming out. You may, if this gives you a clarity as to, because this is very confusing energy to me personally, but if you know who this is, when they call you, make sure you speak to them. I think it's going to be a very difficult power struggle for them to come out and have certain conversations with you as well. Wow, this has been a story unfolding, yeah. Okay, trust the Ningle. Something you intuitively know about. I think you know who this person is, okay? For many of you, I'm telling you something that you know. If you do know who this person is, do tell me in comments below, I intuitively know, okay? Because I'd really like to know who this curious soul is. You may be very, very psychic, by the way, okay? I may be reading, which is why perhaps the energies are here so intense. You could be a psychic, and hence you can channel into them sometimes, and you can sometimes sense their energy. Some of you may have literally seen this person. Sometimes we have those mirage images. You've seen this person. Okay, this all the more tells me they're perhaps at a distant land, okay? Because they're longing for home. Both of you feel very alien in your own spaces. You're very old souls, whoever's keeping an eye on you. And you feel like home to them, yet very alien to them, if I'm making any sense. And hence they're working on their inner temple. They're working on their self-healing. They're working on healing themselves. They're working on being this King of Cups who's emotionally mature, who's stable, who knows where they're going. Because they clearly feel like now is not the time, okay? But they will sometime in the near future reach out to you, and I think you intuitively do sense it. I think you intuitively do know it, okay? I'm going to now pull out some final self-care cards to help you, because this pile needs clearly protection, psychic protection, help, healing, because there seems to be a lot of, you're absorbing a lot of their energy and you're very telepathically connected, okay? Whoever's picked this pile. Hence, it's funny you picked the number 8 is very significant. You may be seeing 888. If you are, again, tell me in comments below that you're seeing the number combinations of 888. You're going through a cycle together, okay? For very few of you, and I never say this lightly, this could be a twin flame energy as well. Aromatherapy, number 3. Certain foods make you think of them. Certain smells make you think of them, okay? That's why that's trust the Ningle. Write a gratitude list is another way you can navigate through this energy. Speaking up, I think both of you are struggling to speak up and share your mind, and hence trying to ease flow will be very, very important for you. Wow, this card came up a couple of times today. Spending time with animals. They may see animals and remember you. That could be another message, okay? They may have certain, you may be using a very distinct perfume or something like that which makes them think of you. Okay, okay, that's a pretty literal message. Some of you have had physical relationship with this person, and again that 844. Okay, something to do with 8, something to do with maybe this could also be in the month of August. Something happened last year in the month of August, or something is going to happen this year, whichever year you're in. Okay, which will bring you more clarity, because 8th month from now, 8 is the month of August, right? This was a pretty interesting person to read for, okay, because they're going through a lot of internal power struggles while they look at you, while they keep an eye on you. I don't think they have evil intentions, but they're just very triggered by your energy. Some of you may be confused between 2 and 3, but I feel very distinct energy in 3, which I didn't channel into 1 and 2. They may know that you love animals. That could be another message. Sometimes, if you see an animal in your dreams, try and Google and understand what that spirit animal means or indicates, because there might be a message for you right there. This person may love fish, by the way, either to eat fish or to keep fishes, because the King of Cups literally is wearing a fish pendant, and there's a lot of water energy here. Somebody who loves fish. Some additional clues for you guys. I hope you've loved listening to this as much as I've loved reading it for you. I think for many of you, you already know who this person is, at least intuitively you do. If you haven't yet subscribed, I hope you've now finally hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you know when the next video is uploaded. Thank you so much again. Take care. Bye-bye.